Hello and welcome to my studio. I wanted to start this video with a little introduction to, the why behind a winter journal. So I started keeping a winter journal a few years ago, I think out of a desire to have some kind of a nature journal. But in the past, nature journals were always a little bit intimidating with all of their perfect illustrations and sketches and a lot of watercolor, which is not what I do. So a couple of years ago, I started to think about how can I make something like that but accessible to me in a way that feels very comfortable and natural to me. So I wanted to capture the season, but I needed to think of how could I do that using what I was already doing. So I was already doing messy kind of abstract painting, collage, writing. I was doing some, gratitude journaling. I had done the artist journal exercises way back. So just having that a place to kind of put out your thoughts and observations, things from my walks every morning with my dog Charlie and things like that. So I thought, well, I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to open up the pages and put down whatever feels right in that moment, whether it's writing or painting or collage or whatever it was that I was doing. So I've always loved the change of seasons. I'm from the Northeast, and there's definitely a rhythm to the things that you eat and the colors that you choose and all of those things. But working in my journal made me even more aware of that. And it's funny because my husband, he'd always want to make like a roast during the summertime. He's from England. I used to say, you can't put the oven on in the summertime. So these seasonal things were already kind of ingrained, but keeping a journal made me more aware of maybe how the seasons maybe played more into my art with like color choices and the content of my work. So I'll be sharing a little bit of what I do in my winter journal in this video and in the next few videos here on my channel. So thank you for joining, and I'm gonna get started. So on these pages, I am doing what I call Scribble, Scrabble journaling. It's continuous cursive writing. It's not legible. I can't even go back and reread it myself. But it's just a way for me to get down my thoughts. Sometimes early in the morning, it could be gratitude or just whatever it is that I'm kind of thinking of in the moment. Drawing to me is like lifting weights. So it is refining a specific muscle, and I don't do it probably as often as I should, but having this journal, this winter journal, it's a nice place to kind of collect things from my walks and bring those home and try to sketch those out. So here I have a pod from a magnolia tree, and I just started off by just looking at the shapes and putting in some details, and then I like to write information like what it is, where I found it maybe, or the date, or just whatever I was thinking while I was on my walk. So here I just went back and added a few more details, trying to find the dark shapes inside of this seed cone, and just using a regular number 2 mechanical pencil. And that's one of my favorite things to use. So I started off with that cone, and then I attempted to draw the witch's burr, which is from a sweet gum tree, or they also call it a sweet gum ball. And this was really challenging, but yeah, this is my attempt at just spending time looking at something and letting that guide my hand, letting my eyes guide my hand, and looking for the darks and the lights. And this is sped up a little bit, but it probably took me about, I don't know, maybe 10-15 minutes. Later on, I add a little bit of pastel pencil to this drawing, and I also add a little bit of writing. So again, that could just be like the date or labeling what it is, or something about my walk or where I found it. So sometimes we can't get outside because of the weather or other things. So I will oftentimes be looking out my window, and there are these trees outside. One of them is a crepe myrtle. That's the one I'm drawing right now. I had never heard of a crepe myrtle until I moved to North Carolina. And I'm not sure about the one on the right, but yeah, I like to spend some time just sketching those out, just quick little sketches, and sketching out some of the little bushes that are out there, and just doing a little bit of writing about what I see, and sometimes wonderings or any little notes I wanted to put down. So I hope you enjoyed spending some time with me here with my winter journal, and I'll see you next time. Bye.